Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today, as you can see looking at you right here, is a W Dragon box, and we are going to finally get a chance to take a look at the W Dragon 1/15th scale Tyrannosaurus Rex Bust. And from the images I've seen, this Tyrannosaurus Rex Bust is going to be a beautiful rendition of Rexy from Jurassic Park. So, without further ado, let's get this box open, and we will take a look at it. So here is the base, and the base looks very cool, very high quality. And then there is a little peg that we stick in a hole up here at the top. And then here is our Tyrannosaurus Rex Bust, if I can get it on there. There we go. And this thing straight away looks absolutely amazing. If I turn it sideways here, you can really get a good idea of the beautiful coloration on this and just how much it really honestly resembles Rexy from Jurassic Park. It overall has an absolutely fantastic and very beautiful appearance at first glance. So we're going to go ahead, get an up close and personal view of it and check out the amazing detail of this W Dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex. So starting up here in the snout area, you can see the nostrils are really beautifully sculpted out. And again, everything that I see as far as the detailing really looks just like what I recall on the Jurassic Park T-Rex. Just looking here at the very fine scaling, it really looks absolutely amazing to me just how perfectly they got the overall detailing of the head sculpt to really look like what I recall being on Rexy. Overall, the scaling is just fantastic. If you take a look at the coloration too, the paint application is just incredible as far as the amazing amount of different browns and blacks and everything here included. You can see just right here in the front of the snout, there are probably a good 3 to 4 different browns used just in this area alone. So it's really incredible the sheer amount of paint application that is included in this bust overall. If we look here in the palate area, again you can see just how nice the detailing and sculpting is as far as the skin texture and the overall detail of the scales. And it appears that it's had kind of a light dry brushing again to really bring out the detailing and make it pop to you. If we look up here on the top of the head, again, look how incredible the detailing and sculpt is up here. It really is just absolutely fantastic, and you can once again up here on the top of the head pick out so many different variations of browns and maybe like some light hints of black and everything, just really giving it a very realistic and really a good skin tone coloration and a real living type of an appearance to this Tyrannosaurus bust. And then we'll take a look here at the eye. The detailing all around the eye is just jaw-droppingly beautiful. It really is, and the actual paint application on the eye looks incredible as well. If we get nice and close, look how real that eye looks. And it's got a very nice, very realistic gloss to it, and help the entire eye look very alive to me. So the overall uses of gloss on this figure is beautifully done here in the eye. You can see as I turn it, it just shines so perfectly. Again, as we move back the head sculpt, you can get a good idea of all the incredible detailing as far as the beautiful scaling of this Tyrannosaurus Rex, and again pick up on many different colors. Even right in this general area, there's kind of like some grays that have been added in, and then there's some browns here again with some blacks. And overall, I think they've done a great job of actually getting the entire coloration of Rexy down so well compared to what it looked like in the original film. If we take a look at the lower jaw, again, look how beautiful the sculpting and detailing is of the skin texture. It really is just absolutely fantastic everywhere. It's exactly what I recall on Rexy, and they've even gotten down the black kind of scaling in the upper part of the lower jaw, which is something that is trademarked to Rexy, and they've done that perfectly in my opinion. And again, the different amounts of brown, there's like a darker brown here, and then there's some hints of some lighter and darker browns all throughout, and even some lighter coloration in this area and here. They have just painted this to perfection. If we look at the inside of the mouth, you can really see all the incredible detail here on the skin flap, and there appears to be like a pinkish color with kind of a darker, maybe like a reddish or a darker pink as far as a wash goes that's been included inside there, again to really give it a beautiful realistic look as far as color tone. And you can also see that there is a nice gloss there as well to help the entire mouth shine a little bit and look very real. The teeth look fantastic. They're really painted in a very realistic color, and you can see looking in there that there is not an ounce of sloppiness anywhere on these teeth. Overall, they just look beautiful. They really are painted just in such an incredible fashion, and they have a very realistic shine to them as well, giving them that very realistic look as far as what a tooth would look like and the way it would shine when it comes to the light hitting it. It really is beautifully portrayed here in this dinosaur bust. And if you can get inside the mouth there, it's a little bit dark, but look how incredible the detailing is on the inside of the mouth as well. Really, really beautiful. And if we look to the back of the mouth and the throat area, look at that. It really genuinely looks like a real dinosaur throat back there. And I love that the tongue is colored differently than the rest of the mouth, which is something that I think is very realistic as well as far as this bust goes. And you can see that there are different colorations used within the tongue to give that color tone and skin tone as well. Really, really beautifully and very realistically painted is this dinosaur bust. And then as you move back into the neck, you can again pick up on that incredible skin texture and really see all the different creases all throughout the skin, all over the place, along with many wrinkles in the skin here in the throat area, especially down here in the lower part of the throat. That genuinely looks like a real living dinosaur right there. And I think the movement of the entire bust is really beautifully portrayed in the way the skin is kind of reacting everywhere, and it really looks beautiful. And again, exactly what I think I would see on Rexy in the film. So they've done an incredible job overall on the sculpt. It is honestly spot on to what Rexy looks like. And just look at all the many variations of brown, even back here, as it beautifully transitions to a much darker brown, pretty much a black or a burnt umber up here on the top. But it really wonderfully transitions to lighter browns, and it just changes so gradually and so naturally as you run down the throat to a lighter coloration down here in the lower part of the throat where all these wrinkles are. And again, it just looks so real. It genuinely looks just absolutely perfect, and both sides are really beautifully painted, very naturally painted as well. You can even kind of see a little bit of a gloss around the eye, which again is something that you could potentially see on a real living dinosaur, as areas around the eyes are often a little bit moist. That's something that you could have definitely seen on a real living dinosaur also. So the overall realism of this bust is just off the charts. It really truly is. And the paint job is again spot on, in my opinion, to what you see on Rexy. Look how beautiful that looks as it's just staring you down, getting ready to take a bite out of your face, pretty much. It just really is fantastic. They've beautifully placed the pupils to look exactly in the position that it should be. So again, absolutely amazing Rexy Tyrannosaurus Rex bust from W Dragon. And as far as the base, you can see it's very nice and black. There's no real color variation or anything. It's just black, but then we've got a nice nameplate here that says Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Tyrant Lizard King. It is very high quality, kind of heavy, and very professionally done. And you can see on the underside there are a few of these little rubber type circles that will help to stop this from moving or anything and keep it nice and still and stable. One interesting little aspect about this is how easily it can turn. You can see you can set it on the base and it honestly moves just really easily. There's no problems at all with it sliding, and it can pretty much position itself to any way that you would like. And once you have it in the position you would like, it does sit there quite nicely and doesn't swivel or anything without you wanting it to. So that is a very cool, very nice touch that I don't really see when it comes to dinosaur busts too often. So that's a pretty cool little touch there done by W Dragon. As far as a size on our Rexy bust, you can see from the back there to the tip of the snout, you're looking at about 7 inches or about 18 centimeters, somewhere in that range. And for a height, from the ground here to the top of the Rexy bust, you're looking at about 10 inches or about 26 centimeters, maybe a little over 10 inches. So it's really got some nice size to it. As I said before, it is 1/15 scale, so it would be pretty big. And for a size comparison, there is our buddy the green Papa Rex, and you can see how much smaller he is than this 1/15 scale T-Rex bust. And again, the Papa Rex here is quite clearly influenced from the Jurassic Park Rex himself, so this is kind of a very cool set to have together, as you have the full body dinosaur and then a much larger bust version of the Tyrannosaurus head, obviously with a much more realistic paint job and a lot more highly detailed as far as the W Dragon version goes. But this should give you a pretty good idea standing next to the Papo Rex there that this bust is definitely a very sizable figure. So this W Dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex 1/15 scale Rexy bust is just off the charts awesome. It honestly looks so real. Just sitting here as I'm staring at it, it literally looks like a real living dinosaur, and he's about to turn his head and maybe try to snap at me. Of course he's going to have a problem with that considering he doesn't have a body, but regardless, it does still genuinely look very realistic and very lifelike, and I really can't get over just how real and beautiful it looks in person. The paint job is just off the charts. It honestly is, as far as the many different color tones and skin tones throughout that give this a very realistic look. They've really gone the extra mile as far as W Dragon goes and given it such a realistic and lifelike appearance as far as the color goes, because there are just so many different variations of browns and lighter browns and blacks and grays and everything all just included to really bring this dinosaur bust to life and really genuinely give it a very realistic and living appearance. So I think they have just done an absolutely killer job overall on the paint application of this Rex, and again, they've really done such a great job in general of matching it up to what you do see on Rexy in Jurassic Park. I feel like maybe compared to the actual animatronic, it really matches up quite well to that version of Rexy. Again, the addition of the base and everything is awesome. The base is very high quality, very beautiful, and again, the nameplate and everything there just takes it to another level as far as beauty goes and really puts this over the edge from just being a very cool dinosaur bust to pretty much a work of art, in my opinion, something that you would expect to see in a museum. I also think that they have just done an absolutely incredible job overall on the sculpt, completely making the sculpt look just honestly exactly like Rexy as well. A very beautiful style Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex bust, perfectly sculpted to look exactly like it does in the film. So, as always, W Dragon just completely nailing it when it comes to a Jurassic Park style dinosaur, and just in general, all their figures are honestly jaw-droppingly beautiful, and this Tyrannosaurus Rex bust is absolutely no different. This is a true work of art and something that any Jurassic Park fan should definitely have in their collection because it is honestly that beautiful. So if you want to order this, I will throw a link down in the description for you to head over to AliExpress where you can purchase one for yourself, and I without question recommend it, especially if you are a Jurassic Park fan. This is absolutely awesome. So follow that link, go buy yourself this incredible Jurassic Park style W Dragon 1/15 scale Tyrannosaurus Rex bust. But don't forget to please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.